What's good, YouTube? This your boy Sippy King back with another video. Tonight, I decided to do a video late night. I've been busy all day. But anyway, this video is going to be a really serious video. And this is about us as a people, as a whole. Like, we still living in slavery. You know what I'm saying? But it's more sophisticated now. And it's a lot going on out there that people not aware of. Like, there's these truck drivers and brothers and sisters out there that's going to different cities, whether they drive over the road or whatever their profession may be. They coming up missing. You have people are being unalive in different cities and different states. You know what I'm saying? In these sundown towns. And I want to point out that most of America is sundown towns. You know what I'm saying? 85%, because I drive on the road. So I'm always out here. I'm going to a different city, a different state every day. And, you know, I pay attention to my surroundings. You know what I'm saying? I want to talk about the reason why I'm doing this video, because I want to talk about this guy by the name of Tremaine White, right? He was an over-road driver. He was living in Georgia, but he was from Mississippi. And he happened to be dropping off a load in Liberty, Mississippi. So he went to a tire shop to get a tire change, you know, switch out, get his tire switched out. And then when these people at the shop got done replacing his tire on his truck, he paid them, and then he tipped them. So he left and went to a restaurant to get something to eat. And all of a sudden, these people at this tire shop called police on him. And they, like, when they came to the restaurant, he was shocked, because this man didn't commit no crime. He didn't do nothing. You know what I'm saying? So all of a sudden, they arrest him. They took him to jail for no reason, without no reasonable cause. And come to find out, they arrested this man because he dropped a piece of paper on the freaking ground. You know what I'm saying? So basically, in these small towns, all these people, they tied in together. The people that work at these restaurants, at these tire shops, Walmart, Target, whatever it may be, even the courthouse, the police, the DA, the lawyers, all of them are tied in together. You know what I'm saying? And this city, Liberty, Mississippi, they have a history of corruption, cover up unsolved cases, and killing, you know, African Americans. You know what I'm saying? And I've been doing my research on this city. This city been corrupted for hundreds of years, man. And I took some notes. I had some, excuse me. I took some notes on this one. I did my research, and we're gonna go back to 1961. We're gonna do that first. I'm gonna read this, and this is about the murder of Herbert Lee in 1961, right? In 1961, Herbert Lee, an African American dairy farmer, excuse me, my speech. In 1961, Herbert Lee, an African American dairy farmer and NAACP member, was shot and killed by E.H. Hearst, a white state legislator at the Westbrook Cotton Gin in Liberty. Lee was a participant in a voter registration campaign. Hearst claimed self-defense and was acquitted by an all-white jury. Black witnesses were intimidated into giving false testimony. Bingo, I'm gonna stop right there. Okay, that right there alone lets you know that black people live there, but the population is very, very thin, right? And like the African American people there basically were intimidated, living in fear. They couldn't talk much, they couldn't say much. If they did, their life was threatened. You know what I'm saying? And like basically right till this day, right till this day, you still have a handful of black people who live there in this city, but it's not that many. You know what I'm saying? Like, the city is overpopulated with Caucasians, and that goes to show you that the laws is corrupted. You know what I'm saying? They don't like our type of people. You know what I'm saying? That's why when you traveling through these states and these cities, be careful of what city you stop at to get gas, or stop and use the restroom, or whatever it may be, or you have to be very careful. So when you go through these cities, you have to drive through the interstate. Don't take the back roads. I know I do sometimes, but my excuse is when I drop off a load, I'm not gonna stay in that small city. I'm gonna catch up out of there. Like, I'm gonna keep going. I'm gonna push on. For example, like 3 days ago, I had a load picking up in South Carolina. No, I had a load picking up in North Carolina, right outside Charlotte, and I took it to South Carolina, and I dropped the load off in this small little town in South Carolina, close to the Georgia line. And as I got there, I was checking out my surroundings, and I was looking at the makeup of the city and the people, and it was like a sundown town. It was very small. My estimated thought process about the population, I think it was probably about 2,000, 1,000 people in that city. And it was very dark. The roads was very dark. Like, it wasn't nothing there either. Like, I didn't even see a Wendy's, McDonald's there. I didn't even see a gas station there, to be quite frank about it. And so what I did was I just GPS my way up out of there. Matter of fact, I put in Augusta, Georgia in the GPS, and I took a back road and hauled ass and made it there quick. I made it there within an hour, but like as I was making certain turns, I was watching my surroundings, making sure there weren't no cops around waiting on me. So I took a shortcut and made it to Augusta, and found me a truck stop. You know what I'm saying? So basically, that's my routine. Like, when I'm out on this road and I'm running a load, if I'm in a small town, I don't care what state I'm at or where I'm at. When I drop that sucker off, I'm catching out. I'm going to a big city right there and there on the spot. Like, I'm not going to spend a night in my van at no gas station, no Walmart, or nothing. Like, I'm leaving that city. I don't care how much gas I'm burning in the van, because I can always put that money back. I can always put this money back into the van, even though it's the fleet owner's money. I can replace that with my own money. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, my advice to all the over the road drivers: if you drive trucks, vans, or straight trucks, or whatever, follow the same routine that I'm telling you I do, because your life counts. Especially you African American, because 90% of the world is already against you. They don't like your kind anyway. You know what I'm saying? That's why I say, like, racism still here. Like, it haven't left us, man. It's just more sophisticated, and it's undercover. Like, it's not like out in the open, where they just reveal it by speaking it out. They do it by action and secrecy. You know what I'm saying? So don't think that it don't exist anymore. It's still here. But for the most part, that's the reason why I'm doing this video, because a lot of times what I do, if I know I'm about to go to a city to drop off a load and I'm still sitting, I'm gonna hop on Google and Google that city, and I'm gonna research it. I'm gonna find something out about that city before I go there, so I know what to do. That's my routine. But back to Liberty, Mississippi. Like, Liberty, Mississippi, I've been there maybe one time in my life, and that was like last year, when I was driving for another company, and I was going through Jackson and some other city. I forgot the name of it, and I went across past Liberty because I was heading to Louisiana, Matter of fact, I was heading to Baton Rouge to drop off a load. So that's the last time I remember going through that direction. But I'm gonna read something else, because Liberty, Mississippi is dangerous, man. Like it's a city full of hate and discrimination. I'm gonna read about this other case that happened in 1964, the murder of Lewis Allen. In 1964, Lewis Allen, an African-American landowner and logger, was shot and unalive outside his property in Liberty, Mississippi. Allen was the victim of racially motivated violence, including harassment and economic blackmail. Investigations since 1994 suggest that Sheriff Daniel Jones murdered Allen, but no arrests have been made. Bingo. I'm stopping right there. Drop my tablet. That right there alone, remember up there one o'clock. I don't want these folks hear me. Well, I don't care what they do, man. They need to hear it anyway. But anyway, that right there alone go to show you that in the state of Mississippi, don't people don't want to see you come up. They don't want to see you be successful, have a lot of money, and don't struggle. Like, they want to see you struggle. They want to see you down beneath the dirt. Because right now I have homeboys, partners there that's still in Mississippi right now struggling. They have a hard time getting a job. Some of them, I know I have one homeboy, he was on probation. Okay, he was working all the time, right? But he was on probation. He was going to see his PO. He was paying his fine, and all of a sudden, I forgot how he told me it happened. Something popped off, and he didn't do nothing. They just arrested him and took him to jail, and he was locked up for 3 months. And then he recently got out and called me on the phone and told me what had happened. Then I asked him, I'm like, man, did you get your job back? He's like, no. So he right now he in a financial situation. So basically, the system in Mississippi is designed for you to struggle. You know what I'm saying? The judicial system is designed for you to struggle. They want you to stay down. They don't want you to come up or improve your life. They claim that when you in an institution and you do time, it's rehabilitating your mind, but it's not. It's just a game. Like, it's a game. So when you are released and you get back out in society, you'll have two times, 3 times harder time to get back on your feet, find a job, stay out of trouble. It's a trap to keep you down. It's a trap to stabilize your mind to a point where you'll think, and then you'll be like, I don't have no choice. I'm gonna take penitentiary chances. I'm gonna jump back out here and do what I was doing before. Like, that's how the system is set up for you to do. The system is set up for you to fail. And by me reading what I just read, throughout history, the whole state of Mississippi, when it comes down to the law, the government, they don't want us black people to you know what I'm saying, elevate. And that is the reason why we the poorest state in the union. If you go to Mississippi right now and you ride through the neighborhoods, the houses are ran down, the stores are ran down. You'll see a lot of boarded up buildings because a dozen businesses down there went out of business. You know what I'm saying? Black owned businesses. Matter of fact, it's a handful of black businesses still up and thriving, but not that many. You know what I'm saying? Like, 95% Mississippi is hoodlum country, broke down, busted and disgusted. You know what I'm saying? And then they don't have programs to help nobody. Like, they don't have no after school programs or nothing. So but all that comes from the city, the state law. You know what I'm saying? Like, they have it like that. They don't, like I said, they don't want nobody, even if you're doing good in Mississippi and you making money and you making, I said, median range of income, I say about $200,000, $300,000 a year or $400,000 a year, you like a millionaire, to be for real, because the average person in Mississippi, their yearly income is less than that. It might be $70,000, $80,000, if not that. So, and then a lot of these people own these businesses, like these people that's in power, that have hatred toward our kind, they are the ones that own a lot of stuff, own a lot of businesses and car lots and stores. And then they let the Indians and the Arabs come in there and own the corner stores in the neighborhoods. So, like I said, it's a whole system. It's systematic. And on top of that, if you're a black man and you doing good and you making, like I said, $300,000, $400,000 a year, you like a millionaire in the state of Mississippi, because it's like the poorest state in the union. But the trick to that is, the flip side to that is, the white man don't want you to have that money like that. They don't want to see you have that money like that. You know what I'm saying? So therefore they're gonna do what they can to take it from you. Find a reason or pick at you, find a reason to charge you with something and fine you to half to death, or extort you. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's corruption all over the state, man. You know, me personally, I haven't lived in Mississippi since 2006. And here we is in 2024. So do the math. I haven't lived there in 18 years. I live for a reason, and not trying to turn back or look back, because of the things I've been through, and the things I have seen. That will contribute to me making a decision within myself to pack my clothes up, get in my car, and leave. I left my parents' house and haven't looked back. You know what I'm saying? All because stuff like that. You know, because like around 2005, 2006, you know, I was having a hard time getting a job. I had to get a job all the way in Alabama. You know what I'm saying? Around 2005 till the year 2006, I had to drive my car a whole hour across the state line to Tuscaloosa, Alabama, just to get a job, just to keep myself out of trouble, just to maintain. And I was young at the I was young at the time. I was in my mid-20s. You know, just to stay out of trouble, stay out of prison, stay out of jail, I had to take that sacrifice because of the circumstances and the environment that I was in. You know what I'm saying? Number one, I was living in a racial state. Number two, I was around hoodlums. You know what I'm saying? So basically, all the way around, I was in a situation facing destruction. You know what I'm saying? But thanks to the grace of God, God put inside me to think for myself and be smart and come up with a wise solution for myself. So like I said, ever since then, I haven't turned back or looked back. Now, I'll be a man to tell you, I've been back to Mississippi maybe about 6-7 times since 2006 to visit. The last time I was in Mississippi was like 2.5 years ago. So, but the last time I was there, and I went to certain places, the store or certain gas stations or certain restaurants, I kind of noticed, I felt the vibe like, yeah, it still exists. It's still there. It's still there. You know, but it's in code. They're not going to tell you. But you can feel the vibe by how they socialize with you or how they look at you when you walk inside a restaurant or a sports bar, the mall, gas station, wherever, Walmart or wherever it may be. You're going to feel that vibe. They might look at you a certain way or something, or they might say something, but they might say something with a tone of voice. You know, like you could tell they hate you. They hate the skin color. They can't stand that melanin on their skin. You know what I'm saying? And so I decided, man, not to go back. You know what I'm saying? I may never go back to that state, to be honest. Unless I'm working, I have to drive through that state to get to Louisiana, Texas. But if it's not work related, I'm not trying to go there like that no more. I'm trying to leave Mississippi behind, leave it in the past. You know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna read something else for you people too, because like, we've been lied to by our history, right? When I was in school, they didn't teach me about black history. They taught me about history, about the 13 colonies, colonial teachings. You know what I'm saying? Like Christopher Columbus, who else? David Crockett, what else? The Pilgrims, about Anne Hathaway, um, yeah, the Pilgrims, the Quakers, you know what I'm saying, so forth. The only thing I learned positive out of school that wasn't colonial related was about the Indians. And I rock with the Indians anyway in real life, because the Indians are like the next thing related to us. You know what I'm saying? Besides the Mexicans and the Jamaicans and Haitians and Africans, they are like the next thing related, closest related to us bloodline wise. I rock with the Indians. You know what I'm saying? They're in real life, like the Indians of today, they're cool as a fan. But anyway, I'm gonna speak on this education situation, right? Because I'm gonna tell you something, they don't want us to learn this knowledge or speak on this knowledge, or hop on YouTube and talk about it, or hop on a TikTok and talk about it, or Facebook. They hate that. They don't want us to talk about our own history. But anyway, I'm gonna say this. As far as the education goes, African American and white education remained unequal in the Liberty, Mississippi for the first half of the 20th century. In Missouri, it was illegal to educate African Americans from 1847 to 1865 because an educated slave was considered more likely to rebel. Drop my tablet. Drop my tablet. Okay, that's so explanatory. They still feel that way to this day, but they can't stop us though, because there's so much technology, and we was free. You know what I'm saying? We was free supposedly, but we're not free. But the fact that the times we're living in change, that you have more Caucasians mingling, dating, and all that stuff with African Americans. It's not that much they can do to stop us from learning and finding resources where we can learn, you know, the truth about history. Like, they can't stop that, because there's an old saying, what's in the dark always comes to the light, and that's accurate, that's true. But anyway, that paragraph I just read, that's so self-explanatory. You know what I'm saying? That there all these years, all these centuries, that they never wanted us to learn anything. They didn't want us to learn how to read. They didn't want us to learn how to write. So they had a law present for us not to learn, like read, write. They want us to be dumb. You know what I'm saying? So they can take advantage of us and treat us like animals. And till this day, they still treat us like animals in certain aspects. Like on these jobs or whatever, you even have some of these folks on these jobs, they'll talk to you any kind of way, raise their voice at you, or they might talk to you in different terms and try to throw you off. Psychological game. You know what I'm saying? They'll try to play that psychological game. So they'll try to twist and flip these words around. Even on the job applications, they'll, you know, drop certain words in there that you may not be familiar with, to trick you into doing what they want you to do. So it's all, when it comes down to it, man, it's all the game, it's all the scheme to keep us below and keep themselves on top. That's all it is. It's plain and simple, man. But I had to drop this video tonight, you know what I'm saying, because Liberty, Mississippi, like, it still has racism there, and I'm informing people to be careful not to go there and think it's sweet or think you safe. And if you do go, you know what to do. Carry your firecrackers with you. If you know what I mean, if you know what I'm saying, carry your firecrackers with you, because you might have to pop it. But I'm gonna read one more thing. A lot of people don't know this. That's why I never take a trip or sign up for a riverboat ride. I never, like, you know, online they be having those discounts and those riverboat rides where you can spend the night on the boat, on the steamboat in Mississippi, or you can get on the steamboat and go to the casino. I refuse to get on the steamboat. It's a historic reason. I'm talking about a historic reason. It's a terrible negative symbolism to that. And I'm finna read the reason why. What was the Mississippi River for slaves? And this related to the steamboat now. The Mississippi River was for many slaves a symbol of both liberty and bondage. When families were broken up by the auction block, it was often a steamboat which would carry a slave's loved ones away. Sometimes it was the children who were sent to new owners. I dropped my tablet again. That's the reason why I refuse to hop on a steamboat to have fun, to gamble on the machine, or just ride to be riding and having a couple drinks. I refuse. It's a disgrace. A freaking steamboat for fun is a disgrace to me, because it's a defamation of our ancestors and our slaves. They treated our ancestors, our great-great-grandmas, our great-great-granddads and uncles on those steamboats in Mississippi like they were auctioned on them boats. You know what I'm saying? So you can't pay me to hop on a steamboat. I don't care how much fun we can have. I'm not getting on it. You know what I mean? Man, blank that. So that's my video for tonight. And if you feeling me on this video, you like this video, hit the like and subscribe button. And this is the first video I dropped some real info. I know this is my best video ever. So hit the like and subscribe button, and I'm out. Peace.